Only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drop the form with my kneecap. Before they close the goodness, he took my swag to Woodward. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. All the love go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum, no way, no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gon' have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swinging like Alvin the Chipmunk. On my ass, I ain't do sit up. Say thanks to my guys, all y'all who wanna hit trend up. Tired of stealing stuff, tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day, I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Orlando Magic. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. A look at the Magic starting group. We've got Duren. Thompson is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in at the shooting guard position. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Black, Antetokounmpo out there with Song. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Coulibaly in at the shooting guard. As we know, late in the year, Coach, more eyes are drawn to games around the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, I talk to fans in the East who stay up late to watch Pacific Division matchups. Interest always builds as that postseason picture starts to come into focus.
Oh, that's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
Portland moving the ball around. Black with it. Now SGA defending. Off target from three-point range. Harden against Coulibaly. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Now here's SGA. Black defending and stolen by Sarr. Here's Antetokounmpo. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. A putback. Here's Duren. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's the three. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Thompson. Portland grabs the miss.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 2002. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Here's Black. SGA defending. Giannis pulls it up. Just 4 to shoot. Sarr's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Black with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Sarr finds Antetokounmpo. Now Black. There's the pick. Over SGA. Some solid defense there from SGA. Pass to Thompson. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, thanks a lot. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you guys.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. New group here for Portland. Stewart's checked in for Song. Najee Marshall comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Johnson, he's checked in for Coulibaly. And it's Scottie Pippen in for Black. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Simmons checked in for Jalen Duren. Jenkins comes in for Vanderbilt. Mans checked in for Thompson. And Hield subbed in for James Harden.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
Now, Antetokounmpo. No scoring in this one. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the wing. Simmons pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Right side, Pippen. Pass to Marshall. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Hield. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time.
The previous play is under review.
To the original personal foul. Getting a different...
To review, the ruling on the floor stands.
With replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon. And it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Here's Stewart after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot off the mark. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by SGA.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Portland making a change here. Craig's checked in. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Stewart a screen. Pippen with a wide open look. Portland no good that time either.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Pippen from 12 feet out. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Here's SGA. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
Pippen, the pass to Stewart. Back to Pippen. Pass to Johnson. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Over SGA. And it's Pippen missing. Here's SGA. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And it's a 3-point Magic lead. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Magic out in front as they end the first quarter on a 10-1 run. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Najee Marshall's out there at DeRozan. Then there's Scottie Pippen. Then it's Johnson, and it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Well, you gotta love the confidence this kid plays with. Johnson feels like he can score inside whenever he wants.
Now here's Simmons. Hasn't made one yet. To the paint. Here's Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called punting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender. I don't care that he's a rookie. Johnson is a problem.
Here's Simmons. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Magic lead by 1.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Johnson against Hield. Johnson outside. Stewart down low. Capella covering. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And for the Magic, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. They set the pick. But blocked by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
That's what you want to see from Simmons, being aggressive and looking for his own shot.
Trailblazers trail by 3. It's Pippen on the way. By Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. Now here's Jenkins. DeRozan defending.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. James Harden, he's checked in for Orlando. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mann. Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Well, he's not as explosive inside as he once was, but DeMar DeRozan still gets it done at the rim.
And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team.
6 to shoot. Here's Johnson. A shot off that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. What focus by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Capella against Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Jenkins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jenkins got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Pippen kicks to Johnson. To the inside. And to Antetokounmpo.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 5. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. On the wing, Thompson. Marshall defending. Thompson right side.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times have passed, their seats have grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Black with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Sarr's shot is off. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Simmons, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Magic making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Koulibaly against Harden. Trailblazers moving the ball around. The tray. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they continue to control the glass.
Fires for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Giannis automatic inside.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Magic out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Roll.
Well,
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the difference. It would help if they could get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when... And now, how about a peek at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs come into focus?
Taking a look at Portland, they've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
Thank you for being with us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Trailblazers trail by 5. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Harden. Jalen Duren is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Now here's DeRozan. Jacks up a 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Duren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
The Trailblazers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Pass to Giannis. An easy 2 points on the layup. Giannis has got 9.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Sarr gets the bucket.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Out to Thompson. Over Giannis. Thompson misses. Portland trailing here. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to DeRozan. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Magic. No good, unable to end this run.
It doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Orlando, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside DeRozan, a 3-ball, connects from 3-point range. DeRozan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Orlando trailing here. SGA with the ball. He's got 12. And it's Portland with the rebound. Black's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Giannis against Duren. Antetokounmpo passes to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
One of the best playmakers in the game. Giannis with the assist. He can pile those up.
Black grabs the board. And here's Portland. This run now up to 13-2. It is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Aji Marshall, he's checked in for Song. Johnson comes in for Koulibaly. And it's Scottie Pippen in for Black.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pippen down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. The offensive rebound, and it's in there. DeRozan's got 10 points in the game.
And their defense has taken a turn for the worse here in the second half, allowing way too many easy looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
It's Pippen with the drive. That one falls.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis kicks to Johnson. 1:29 left here in the third quarter. Lets it go from 11, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So for the Trailblazers, Stewart comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Walker subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Orlando also making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Harden. Mann subbed in for SGA. Portland may have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
And when you think of promising young scorers, Trey Johnson has to come to mind quickly. This rookie has major upside in that category.
Marcus Sasser's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Simmons. He's got 6. Pass to Jenkins. For the lead, got a hand on it.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
It's Pippen with the drive, and stolen by Simmons. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Jenkins, and Jenkins throws it down. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Here's Simmons. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Magic lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got DeRozan. Scottie Pippen is out there with Johnson. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Johnson for 3, rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harden gets the bucket.
How about the effort from Harden, pushing past the contact inside?
Harden against Johnson. Over Harden. And it's off the back rim. No good. Magic leading by 5. Shoots over DeRozan. Harden missing again. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Stewart. Can't cash in from close range. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Shots good by Jenkins.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 7. Stewart, a screen for DeRozan. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Yeah, they've had their hands full with DeRozan. He is scary when he gets it going.
The Magic call timeout.
Who wants to update their fit tonight with a free t-shirt? Make a little noise.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Johnson. Orlando also making some changes. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Jenkins. Mann comes in for Buddy Hield. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Capella. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Now, here's Pippen. From past the arc. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 6th rebound on the night.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Here's Pippen. Stewart trying to get open. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut. Down now to just 6 points with that basket from Pippen. The Magic have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Of pretty nice efficiency there. Oh, look at Harden climbing!
All the way up. The beard. Well, those were 2 loud points.
On the wing, Giannis. Shoots from 12. Again, the Trailblazers score. Orlando leading by 6. Here's Harden. Misses the layup. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. DeRozan passes to Pippen. Here's Giannis. And the chink by Antetokounmpo.
Wow, Giannis. That is ridiculous.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Gilgeous-Alexander against Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander on the move. Bucket is good.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Giannis kicks to DeRozan. Launches it. Simmons there for the rebound.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
Harden outside. Carl Harden with a good look down low.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Now different look now for Portland. Sars checked in for Stewart. Koulibaly comes in for Marshall. And Black's subbed in for Scottie Pippen. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, softly lays it in.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulders.
Now, here's SGA. Now, Harden. Against contact, Harden makes it work inside.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Now, Song. It's stolen by Duren. And stolen by Koulibaly. Now, Song. Now, onto the Kumbo. Harden pulls it down.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And it's good.
That's just too much Alex Sark there. At about 7 feet, he is a lot to handle.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Jenkins is checked in for Vanderbilt.
At the line for one. Sarr.
Free throw good. Sarr.
There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
Koulibaly with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside, out of the Kumbo. There's Giannis with the slam.
Big moment, get it to your big player. Giannis with a huge basket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on.
And a timely make from Duren. They really needed that one.
Here's Black. Onto the Kumbo. Throws it down. What an assist!
And as a coach, it's such a luxury to have a player like Giannis. Someone you can always rely on.
Here's the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander. And it misses.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And so they foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Time call here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Personal foul. Fourth team.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Shooting for Orlando.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ballgame.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
DeRozan! No good there. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Ben Simmons, and Ben, you were setting the table. How aggressive were you looking to be, attacking and finding your open teammates?
Trying to make plays. That's what I do. I try to share the ball, try to make the right play, so I'm happy I did that.
And you do it well. Thanks, Ben.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Save it for the bars. Grapes in the fruit fight, save it for the jars. Jam that I made me famous for the cars. Let's go. Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. Back when I was young and too brave, knew my arm was too short to box with guy, but through phase, had to strategize. Now I beat the block a few ways. Throw a punchline, jab, pop, weed. I pin a right hook, that's they can't evade. JD can punch me in from right here. Type of hit you can't stage. Punch me in again. Go left, I'm Southpaw train. Same in my corner, same in the ring. Autograph my birth certificate. Told the doc submitted, that's life. Know the coast with it, going coast to coast with it, and we coasting. Most wanted on the mic. It's the immigrant, black and from the villages, I envisioned this. From de la costa pacífica, soy el general, certificado desde el día que llegado. Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. Kick up dust, men them fuss. One shame, shoot get scuffed. They act tough, trust none regardless. We are duck. Slither in the cup, when the much snakes hidden in my garden. I see a fraud theme, crowns on a boss king. Falls of the offspring, still chasing lost dreams. Whoa, let me console you, I come on you. Transforming sheep into buffalo soldiers. Used to play hide and seek, now I seek what they hide. Try to desert us like we ain't want a piece of the pie. I'm certified. When it come to walking with God, I'm certified. Every time I step in the booth and I bust a rhyme, I'm immortalized, cause real, we never die. Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. 24/7, 365.
Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. A look at Indiana's starting group. They've got Isaiah Hartenstein, Amen Thompson out there with Drew Holiday. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Siakam in at the 4. And for the Magic, we've got Asar Thompson, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jalen Duren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Harden in at the 3 spot. And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
Now here's Siakam. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Siakam.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Thompson finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Duren with a screen on Holiday. Now here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Magic head coach had a few moments to share with me. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
One of the best screeners in the game, Isaiah Hartenstein. That defender going to feel that one.
Duren, the screen. SGA passes to Duren. Shot's good. SGA making the play.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Siakam, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Thompson scanning the floor. Indiana with a rebound. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Now here's Thompson, averaging around 5 points a game. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Thompson. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Holiday from long range, and no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's SGA. Orlando gets it back. Thompson passes to Vanderbilt. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harden. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Holiday against SGA. Thompson scanning the floor. Jones with a screen on Harden. Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pure from three-point range.
There's no hesitation in catch-and-shoot situations for Pascal Siakam. He has turned himself into a legitimate threat.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a screen on Holiday. Stolen by Siakam. Holiday passes to Hartenstein. Right at the free throw line. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Now Duren. Outside, SGA. And he drives in. Yep, that one's good.
Oh, my goodness, the quickness of SGA, the burst. It's like a blur.
And so Thompson will bring it up for Indiana. Up top, Siakam. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Jones with a screen on Thompson. Thompson passes to Jones. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. Thompson, no good. Orlando trailing here. Here's Harden. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Well, James Harden might not be winning MVPs or leading the league in scoring like he used to, Doris, but he can still help you win games.
Oh, B.A., he demonstrated that he can command an offense as the lead guard. He can either score it at a high level or he can make sure he's a facilitator for his team. There is no doubt he contributes to winning in a big way.
Timeout called, the Magic. A line change here for Orlando. Thibault, he's checked in for Indiana. Smart comes in for Drew Holiday. Smart Smart against Simmons. To the middle.
Pacers foul. Marcus Smart. First personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for your Magic, Earl Jenkins.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. 1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Siakam outside. Thompson against Hield. Hartenstein a screen. Smart outside. No good from outside. The Magic have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Well, you love to see Simmons use that size to finish at the rim and let him know.
Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Thompson outside. Siakam outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Siakam's got 8.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's man. Defense is right there. Pass to Jenkins. Over Thibault. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Thibault. Here's Smart. And here's Hartenstein. Back to Smart. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Hield. To the inside. And stolen by Hartenstein. Thibault passes to Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 7-point Indiana lead.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Indiana. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with James Harden. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Duren. And it's SGA in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Pass to Boston. Shoots from 12. Again, Indiana.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Magic trail by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Blocked! And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Back to Boston. From deep three-point range. Orlando with the rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Thompson passes to Duren. Out to Thompson. Pass to Harden. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's SGA. Indiana with a rebound. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. To the paint. Here's Sharp. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And the Magic call time here.
It's all good. Dancing with the Thieves. He's a dancing with the Thieves. Bring those moves.
changes for Indiana. Siakam, he's checked in for Watson. Jones comes in for Thibault. And Holiday subbed in for Boston. Here's SGA. Taking it inside. SGA.
Now, this is his bread and butter, folks. SGA lives inside the painted area.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
And that one's good. Sharp.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
It's stolen by Smart. And now Indiana on the fast break. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You can see how anxious the defense was to take Holiday away. Instead, they foul him and send him to the line.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And the stats for Jrue Holiday only tell half the story, Doris.
Yeah, they may not even tell half the story. Jrue Holiday is one of the most unique and gifted defensive players we've ever seen. Make him check 1 through 5, he can do all that. Change the game with his defensive ability, he can do that. This guy is special.
Siakam, the pass to Hartenstein. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist of the night. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Harden with a bucket.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Here's Holiday. Can't hit from in close. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 10-point game. Siakam pulls down the board. Smart outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Holiday.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Now Siakam. Back to Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Boy, we have seen Pascal Siakam really elevate his passing skills. What an outstanding distribution right there.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Harden's shot is good.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Vanderbilt comes in for Jenkins. Thompson, he's checked in for Hield. And Ben Simmons subbed in for James Harden. The Pacers also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hartenstein. Shoots over Duren. And rejected.
Anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Three-pointer, Holiday. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Well, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. But SGA is carving out that kind of career. You can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching. He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
And Thompson gets it to go.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Magic trail by 16. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to get back on track. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Siakam outside. Pass to Jones. Now Hartenstein. Thompson finds Holiday. Three-pointer off the mark. The Magic shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Thompson outside. Outside Holiday. Pass to Jones. Siakam with a screen on Simmons. He was all alone on that one. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Simmons, no good. Pacers leading by 19. And here's Siakam for three. That one falls. Nice speed that time from Holiday. He's got 13.
Well, you can see he is not shy from range, and Pascal Siakam continues to work on his consistency.
And here's SGA outside. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Indiana. Ahead, running away with it. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Hard to imagine Pascal Siakam making a bigger impact in the first half.
Siakam is in the zone, finding plenty of ways to impact the game, pumping up his team with that energy.
Versatile in how he's used. He can blend in or do it all himself. And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
When you've got two great players going at it like this, buckle up. It's an adventure. I'm telling you, I think the second half, one will emerge as the top dog. Woof, woof.
Woof, woof. Two big dogs at the top of the food chain going at it here.
Woof, woof, woof.
Thanks for tuning in. Now
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Magic shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Pascal Siakam out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Jones in at the 3.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that 3, but he still couldn't make it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back to you.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Well, you see that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an excellent decision maker, such a dependable catalyst for this offense.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Harden. 6 to shoot. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Outside Jones. Back to Thompson. Hartenstein with a screen on Thompson. Thompson passes to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, Hartenstein sees a path to the rim and does not hesitate.
Lets a floater go. Harden can't hit.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Holiday from long range. Thompson pulls it in. The Magic have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
I got your help side.
Holiday against SGA. Duren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And the Magic making a change here. Jenkins is checked in. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Thompson.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Orlando calls timeout. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Right side, SGA. Outside, Harden. Stolen by Thompson. By himself. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Harden misses.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Hey, be up on Shai.
SGA against Holiday. Here's Jenkins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice decision by SGA. That is why you want him handling the ball.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Well, Doris, when you analyze the skill set of Drew Holiday, what do you think he brings to this team?
I mean, it's hard to capture in one particular skill, B.A. We know that Drew Holiday is elite and versatile on the defensive end. You can put him from positions 1 through 5, and he can guard them. On the offensive end, teams are going to give him shots, and his ability to stand in and calmly make those shots is invaluable.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Siakam outside. Jones sets a screen. 4 on the clock. And the dunk by Jones.
Great execution there. Pascal with a pretty pass.
For Orlando, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Down low. Here's Duren. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Siakam outside. SGA with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Jenkins, defended by Jones. Off target at the rim. Thompson outside. Lets a 3 fly, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Oh, there's the alley. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Duren. Mann comes in for James Harden. Hields checked in for Thompson. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Pacers also with a sub. Marcus Smart's checked in for Siakam.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Sharp, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Watson comes in for Jones. And it's Thibault in for Holiday. Outside Thibault. Pass to Watson. Launches a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Watson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And it's Simmons missing. For Indiana, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. And Smart with the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 6th assist of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. And so Smart will bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Thibault. Back to Smart from behind the arc. Another 3 for Indiana.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Simmons, and it's in there. Simmons has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Hield against Thompson. Here's Watson. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the league's elite scorers. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. James Harden out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Jenkins in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Inside, Sharp. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, what beautiful execution in the pick and roll. Smart is slicing the pass right through the defense.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Kolik's checked in for Indiana. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Watson. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Jenkins. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Capella. Guarded by Sharp. It's stolen by Smart. Here's Kolik. Another one falls for Indiana. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Indiana.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And for the Magic, they're shooting around 44%. Not bad. Here's Harden on the take, and he gets the bucket.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Here's Kolik. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into two? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Misses the 3. The Magic have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Simmons. And that one's good.
We know the interior is Ben Simmons' comfort zone. He can get his shots at this range.
Here's Kolik, defended by Harden. Smart passes to Sharp, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Outside Simmons. The fader. That one's wide left.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Smart for 3. Jenkins with a rebound. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Harden can't hit.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Back to Smart. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Thibault passes to Smart. 5 on the clock. Back to Thibault. Jacks up with 3. Jenkins with a rebound. Jenkins has got 4 rebounds now. Out to Hield. And to encourage more mid-range and post play, some have suggested moving the three-point line outward.
I do not like this idea, B.A. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
Pass to Kolik. Now Smart. Here's Watson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Smart's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, this guy not necessarily a knockdown threat from deep, but when you give him that type of room, he will make you pay.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Harden surveying the D. And Harden with the slam.
Okay, James Harden showing you, I've still got the vertical in my bag of tricks.
The Pacers have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Sharp, a screen on Harden. Pass to Smart. Over Simmons. And it's Smart missing. The Magic have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And he comes up with a bucket. 10 points for James Harden.
James Harden, one of the best individual offensive players the game has ever seen. If he gets his feet in the painted area, it is always dangerous for the defense.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pacers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Pascal Siakam.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Smart. Soft touch off the glass.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And right now, if you're the defense, you've got to be careful. Harden excels at finding ways to get to the free throw line.
At the line for 2, James Harden.
And the first one at the line is good.
When you have one of the great scorers in the history of the game, as you do with James Harden, obviously you want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Sharp, he's checked in for Koloko. And Boston subbed in for Hawkins. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Thibault takes a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Harden the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries to break his ice. No good at the rim.
Good idea trying to draw the foul. Very creative, to say the least.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.